Hi everybody. What you see here in front of you is a Toshiba 3200SX 386SX16 portable computer from I believe about 1988. I just got this from a friend. He said that the hard drive was bad, and I did a little reading. It sounds like it uses a standard ID hard drive. So I'm going to open up the bag and show you what we've got, power it up, show you what it does, and then explain what's sitting over there on the side. This is my new computer repair area. It's part of my computer display area in the attic. It's still a work in progress, still a mess, but I've got a few systems set up there. Mac LC3 and a TI-99 4A. Mac 2CI, Apple 2GS, and then over here, Commodore 128. But let me start opening the bag and showing what's in the Toshiba here. Okay, here it is out of its bag. I've downloaded a take-apart guide because sometimes these things can be real interesting, and I'd rather if someone else has taken this apart and possibly destroyed theirs and learned their lessons, because sometimes they are real interesting to try to get apart. I'll take their lessons. Here's the specs on it. 386, SX, yada yada. From what I understand, this has the 120 meg hard drive in it. Here is the unit itself. Over here, a small screwdriver. Have a 128 megabyte discom module, which is basically a solid state drive, but set for to emulate a standard ID hard drive. I'm thinking that will work. I'm not sure. I have to take the one that's in there out. Because I'm not sure if it's just a direct header off the board. If it is, that'll plug right in. If not, I need to get one of these with a male end. This was originally meant to be for my Tandy 1000RL until I found out that even though the 1000RL is an IDE, has AT style peripherals, IDE and PS2 ports, it's XT class and only one or two hard drives work on it. Here you see an Intel 16-bit 10 base 2 card, Ethernet card, and 16 megabytes of 30 pin RAM. The Toshiba does have two expansion slots out, one full length 16-bit and a half-length 8-bit. The Intel card will work in the 8-bit slot, and I'm going to put in the 16-bit slot a Roland LAPC-I synthesis card. This used as a display a 10.5 inch 640 by 480 orange gas plasma display. Has full complement of function keys, full size. CMOS battery is dead. 4 megs of RAM. Let's see if I can turn up that brightness. I can. There we go. And that hard drive does not sound good. Alright, I'm in. That's the display up at the top. Just kind of rotate out of the way. I didn't want to disconnect it. But hard drive, a standard card peripherals, and standard IDE header. So this will just plug right in. Sweet. I'm having some issues with upgrading the RAM because I don't have any parity RAM. So I need to get some. But I can do all the work on it and do all the installs and everything without having it all closed up. So the hard drive is going to go there. This thing's going to come out because it's no good. But I'm going to leave the bracket in. And then I got to figure out how to put the expansion cards in there. And then have at it. Well, I've changed my mind on the network card we're going to put in, but it's going to be this Netgear, which is brand new in the box with drivers. It says it will work on an 8 or 16-bit slot, so it'll go in the small 8-bit slot. And then it also says the drivers will work with anything from Windows for Workgroups 3.1.1 all the way up to Windows 98. So, since Windows for Workgroups 3.1.1 is what's going to go on here, cool. And here's really what I want to see put in here. You can see the Ethernet card there. It's plugged in the 8-bit slot. It'll work in the 8-bit slot. It's fine. The reason it's in the 8-bit slot is the 8-bit slot is not full length. But I want to put this in there, which is a Roland LAPC synthesis card. Basically, this is a Roland sound module on a card. The only thing that gets passed in the bus is control data. Everything here says no. It's a full-on Roland synthesizer. MT32. Multitimbral 32. MT32 compatible. It has drivers, and I know it has them in Windows 3.1 on up. I did use this in I don't know if I used it on Windows 95 or not. Oh, anyway, I'll put this in. The reason it has to go in the 16-bit slot, which you can see right there, 16-bit slot to slot cards, is because this is the full-length slot. The 8-bit slot isn't full-length. So it's going to go in there, and then I'll start reassembling.